What's going on, YouTube? Tom here. And today, I want to discuss a little bit of a find I found. Now, first of all, everyone knows about dealer markups, right? Some car that's in demand gets a massive dealer markup. You know, Shelby GT350, they're 50-something thousand, high 50s MSRP, and what do you know, Ford dealers charge 70,000, or for 70,000 you can get a GT350R MSRP, and they're well over 100,000. Well, let's talk about Toyotas, because I couldn't believe Toyota was actually doing this. So, most people in the Tacoma community know about the TRD Pro Tacoma, the loaded TRD model, which has the Fox shocks, the Rigid Industries headlight, the fog lights I should say, the hill assist, where it helps you start on a hill, or hill assist if it's a manual, and then hill descent if it's an automatic. Amazing truck. MSRP on that truck is 45,000, right? Give or take, or really I think it's like 43 if you get the manual and 45 with an automatic. That's not too terrible of money, because at the end of the day it's kind of like, well, it's a bargain Raptor, which is over, typically with dealer markups, are 70 to 80. Well, I was on the Tacoma World Facebook page. It's kind of our little page where we kind of throw around different ideas. A lot of times people come on that page and they're looking to buy a Tacoma, and then they say, oh, hey, is this a good deal? Sometimes you have to ask someone who knows the trucks and owns one to really figure it out, because sometimes Kelly Blue Book misses some things. So anyway, in California, there was a TRD Pro that came up for sale on Craigslist, and I'm going to put a link below to it in the description. The dealer wants $65,000 for a Tacoma. Now, here's the problem with that. Let's just say that again. $65,000, and it's a Tacoma. Now, yes, granted, it's a loaded Tacoma. It's the TRD Pro. But what are you really paying that much money for? Now, my first thoughts are, okay, maybe they put some dealer extras on it, because they do that a lot at the dealerships. My dealer does the same thing, and I've even driven one. It was lifted. If you're fairly new to my channel, it's actually my most popular video currently, and actually probably the way a lot of people found this channel. Drove that lifted truck. They wanted 45 grand, which is honestly a good 10 grand over what an unmodified version of that same truck would have cost. Well, you know, ideally, is it worth it? In my opinion, no, but they're still pretty sweet looking. Thought, well, did they do that with the TRD Pro? No, it didn't look like they had done anything to it, but I thought, okay, well then on top of that, it's kind of stupid. Why would you do that to a TRD Pro? You're basically paying that much extra for that really nice suspension setup. Those Fox internal bypass coilovers, they're pretty sweet. So I kept looking at the pictures thinking, what's done to this thing? And honestly, it just looks like it's a couple of decals, which I think is an option on the Toyota website. I don't know if that's I think it's really a dealer installed option. They just kind of include it. It looks like it has a roof rack, and I don't know if the steps are, I think the steps are probably dealer installed, because one I drove TRD Pro not long ago too. Also made a video of it. I don't think it had steps on it. So all that money for, really for what? And you just kept looking at it thinking, this doesn't look like a $64,000, $65,000 truck. It just looks like a TRD Pro with maybe at most $1,000 in dealer extras. Just the standard stuff they like to put on. So realistically, you gotta ask yourself, what are you paying that much for? And it's pretty clear it's a dealer markup. Now, realistically speaking, you got some other similar trucks of some high dealer markups. You got the Raptors, of course, are going way up. You know, 80,000 or more for a decent Raptor anymore. Chevy ZR2, I mean, if you can find one, I know you pay a pretty penny for those. I don't think they're $65,000, but I know at least in the 40s, maybe even 50s. Some people are going crazy for the ZR2. You got, and not only knows what this Ranger Raptor that's allegedly in the works is going to cost. So it just seems like it's a lot of money for, and again, a Tacoma. Because now dealer markups, they're stupid. You basically are paying that money so a dealer can put it in their pocket. Because you're basically you're just pissing money away if you actually pay that. Now, I'd imagine whoever buys that, as long as they're knowledgeable enough, they will not pay that. They will offer them the realistic price, and that's in Southern California, which apparently cars are always more expensive there anyway. Yet another reason not to want to move to SoCal. No offense to anyone in Southern California, but geez, the cost of living is too high. So realistically, a good price probably would be around $50. But it's considering Southern California, because there's one I found around here, identical in white, for $45. Let me know in the comments below what you all think of that. Do you think $65,000 is a good price for this truck, or do you really think they're on crack and they're never actually going to get that price? Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you're stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe. Help this channel get to 500 subscribers. Take care. Have a good day.